Band C Hyuk panicked seeing JIMIN crying in JUNGKOOK's arms. What really happened? Amid the frenzy of preparations for JUNGKOOK and JIMIN's return from their military service, a dramatic and unexpected moment managed to shock even Bang Si-hyuk, the founder and CEO of Hybe Entertainment. What exactly happened that made this usually composed and authoritative figure panic upon seeing JIMIN cry in JUNGKOOK's arms? What is the psychological condition of these two BTS members after nearly 2 years of rigorous military training? And what are the implications of this incident for their future and that of BTS as a group? Since officially enlisting in late 2023, JUNGKOOK and JIMIN have disappeared from the public eye and the entertainment industry, leaving a deep longing among fans awaiting their return. However, what is rarely known is that behind the physical resilience and discipline they've shown lies a significant emotional burden. Training in South Korea's 5th Army Division, known for its strict standards and strong sense of solidarity, has shaped not only their bodies but also tested their mental and emotional limits. Sources close to Hybe and the military revealed that the final days of their service were filled with a mix of joy and deep sadness. JIMIN, long known as an empathetic and sensitive figure, reportedly experienced an unexpected emotional breakdown. At that moment, in the middle of a gathering of fellow soldiers, JIMIN was seen crying intensely in JUNGKOOK's arms, who quickly comforted and calmed him. Bang Si-hyuk, who happened to be present during the moment, couldn't hide his panic. The usually calm and authoritative figure appeared restless and anxious, showing how serious the situation was in his eyes. Why would a simple hug between two comrades trigger such panic from a CEO who is seen as BTS's foster father? What made JIMIN cry so deeply? The answer lies in the psychological burdens they've carried. Over the course of their military service, JUNGKOOK and JIMIN not only endured exhausting physical training, but also had to adapt to a life far from the glitz of the entertainment world and their fans. The pressure to return to the stage in top form after a long absence, uncertainty about their career direction, and a sense of disconnection from BTS and ARMY created an intense mix of emotions. Moreover, the close bond between JUNGKOOK and JIMIN during their military time added a deeper emotional dimension. They weren't just fellow soldiers, but also sources of strength for one another. JUNGKOOK's hug when JIMIN cried wasn't just a comforting gesture, but a symbol of solidarity and friendship that had endured a tough test. However, when Bang Si-hyuk witnessed it, he realized that these two members were in a vulnerable emotional state requiring special attention. This incident opened many eyes, especially among fans, to the reality of celebrity life during military service. It's not just a state obligation, it's also a significant challenge to their mental and emotional well-being. In the case of JUNGKOOK and JIMIN, this is even more crucial given their positions as public figures and global icons constantly under immense pressure. News of the emotional moment also sparked speculation about the next steps from Bang Si-hyuk and Hybe Entertainment. Will the company provide adequate psychological support for the two idols upon their return? How is Hybe planning to ensure that JUNGKOOK and JIMIN's transition from military life back into the entertainment world goes smoothly, without adding to their existing mental load? Several reliable sources indicate that Bang Si-hyuk is preparing a series of special programs focusing not only on their physical and appearance aspects, but also on their mental and emotional well-being. This includes counseling sessions, more flexible work schedules, and music or entertainment projects that allow the two to gradually readjust. This decision stems from an increasing awareness of the importance of mental health, especially for stars like JUNGKOOK and JIMIN. In addition, Bang Si-hyuk is reportedly determined to shift the outdated paradigm in the K-pop industry that often demands idols to return at full force without enough recovery time. After seeing JIMIN cry and experiencing panic himself, this CEO became even more convinced that artist well-being must be a top priority. He is even said to be planning a special event not only to celebrate JUNGKOOK and JIMIN's return, but also to highlight their emotional journey during military service. This incident will undoubtedly have a significant impact on BTS and its fans. On one hand, There's huge anticipation for the group's comeback, but on the other hand, a new awareness has emerged that the return of the members shouldn't be seen as just another moment. It's a critical phase requiring empathy, support, and deep understanding from all sides. With JUNGKOOK and JIMIN's military service ending in June 2024, the K-pop world now stands at a crucial crossroads. Through his emotional reaction to this situation, Hyuk shows that Hybe is not only profit and fame-driven, but also cares deeply about the human condition of its idols. This is a positive sign that the South Korean entertainment industry is moving toward a more humane and sustainable approach. In conclusion, Hyuk's panic upon seeing Jimin cry in Jungkook's arms was not just a fleeting emotional event, but a reflection of the complex challenges idols face during and after military service. It's a reminder that behind the spotlight and the glamour of the stage, there are real human beings in need of support and care. The continuation of JUNGKOOK and Jimin's post-military journey will be an important story, one that will not only inspire, but also change how the world views the life of a K-pop star. What will really happen next? Will this be a transformational moment for BTS and Hybe? Army and industry watchers are eagerly waiting with hope and curiosity. One thing is for sure, June 2024 is not just about the return of two huge stars. It marks the beginning of a new chapter full of hope and challenges. Continuing the discussion about Hyuk's panic upon seeing Jimin cry in Jungkook's arms, it's important that we don't just accept this information at face value, but also critically reflect on what actually happened. In a world where information flows rapidly and freely, we as news consumers face a major challenge: distinguishing between fact and fabrication. Did this highly dramatic event really happen as reported, or is it simply a narrative designed to attract attention and create a sensation among fans and the media? The information we present is sourced from various social media platforms such as TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, and several online media outlets that often blur the lines between fact and opinion. How much can we trust the truth of this story? Is there concrete evidence supporting the event, or is this just a rumor spreading without a solid basis? These are the kinds of questions we must consider together. Being skeptical doesn't mean rejecting all information. It means being more careful, doing cross-checks, and prioritizing verification before accepting any news as truth. Furthermore, how should we assess Hyuk's reaction, which is claimed to be full of panic? Is it a genuine expression of care from a CEO who sees BTS members as his own children, or is it a deliberate move to build an emotional narrative and boost public engagement? In the entertainment world, it's not uncommon for dramatic stories to be produced to enhance an artist's image and draw public sympathy. To what extent can we rely on this narrative as a reflection of the actual situation? Is it an event rooted in reality, or part of a marketing strategy? In addition, it's important to question the implications of this news on public perceptions of military service and idol mental health. Does this emotional angle help raise awareness and empathy for the psychological burdens faced by celebrities during national service, or is it simply leveraging sympathy for commercial gain? In a broader context, how can we as news consumers and fans contribute to creating a responsible and healthy information environment? We invite you, our loyal readers and viewers, to reflect. Are we critical enough when responding to viral news? Have we questioned the sources and motives behind the information we consume? Amid waves of news that often prioritize sensation, can we maintain objectivity and logic? Or are we being swept up in emotionally engineered narratives? We acknowledge that this narrative is incredibly moving and emotional. However, we also realize that absolute truth still needs to be verified. In today's information landscape, it's wise to uphold the principle of trust but verify, believe but double-check. By adopting this mindset, we not only protect ourselves from misinformation and hoaxes, but also help preserve the integrity of information circulating in society. Lastly, we urge every individual to take an active role in filtering incoming information, prioritizing critical thinking, and